Bring them out, bring them out. Good evening. It's 11:42, May 12th. Shout out to the mom, all my other bears. I call the Grizzlies. I'm up, but I am not going to be on but for a few minutes because oh, you're not going to believe this. You are not going to believe this. And I know you watching. Guess what, guys? I said I wasn't going to talk about Jane Doe, like really. But look a here. Look a here. Somebody's been up all night long. They filed another notice today. A supplemental 10 more pages. But this time it's something big. There's something different about this. Somebody dropped that Jane name and got a new name up there. You need to go and look at this. You're not going to believe who showed up. I'm not going to talk about it. But let me tell you, bring them out, bring them out. And guess what showed up in that 10 pages? A picture of my clock as one of their exhibits. Ooh, guys, they put up my clock. I'm not, kid you not. They put up my clock. My clock is an exhibit. You're not going to believe this. You are not. And I haven't even had a chance to respond to the others. I am not even going to. If you have access to Pacer or whatever, because I'm not going to put up not one of their documents, not one. Nope. I'm going to stay focused, but it's like D for diversion. Analyze this mess because somebody had to say it. Yes, my clock. And it was my clock from my post this morning. It was my post this morning. I said, hey, mob. Right? I said, hey, mob. Time. Something about time, remember? It sure moves fast when you're having fun. And then I put up at Unwind with Teddy. Follow me on Stationhead at Unwind with Teddy. And follow me on Stationhead at DForDanielle. Somebody today, I just put that up today, had that electronically filed along with 10 pages. I said we would be up to 30. We'll be up to 40. I don't even know. You talk about a sudden just show up. You are not going to believe. I'm not even going. You just not going to believe it. I mean, while the truth was knocking, somebody pulled the fire alarm because the diversions aren't working anymore. They have pulled the fire alarm. You are not going to believe this. Oh, they are watching me right now. I don't know when people get sleep. But I have got the attention. Not, I had no idea. You know, it's like I'm right to that. Where is it? Like right there. Counting it down. Waiting for responses. And you talk about a flood. And I was just, just last week, this time I was talking about that I hadn't even, I didn't see any, what was it, emotion to to what? Just to quash. I said, where is I heard about it? Wait a minute, let me look at these dates. Things went out as early as January, February, March. Here it is, May. And suddenly, now all of this response. It was quiet. You are not going to believe. But remember, I said anything is, it's just. Somebody said if they were ever going to be found out, if this isn't like they're recording everything, they're seeing everything, they might even put that up tomorrow. I don't know. But to just flood the judge with because I talk about analyze this or analyze that, or I put up a hashtag or something like that. This is fair use commentary. This is my channel. I can talk about my case. It's my freedom of speech. I remember some time ago, someone said something about freedom of speech and that they live in America and they have a right to say all these things about me because it's their right. They live in America and we have freedom of speech here in America. Where is my American flag? I don't want to fly my flag tonight, but you get the point. See, freedom of speech only works when someone else wants to speak and someone is speaking in volumes of pages and pages. You talking about diversion and putting so much out there. And I haven't even had a chance to respond because it's like a diversion. It's called D for diversion. If anyone thinks that suddenly I'm doing things differently than I've done, except I'm in a case, I've put up a lot of D's. I've had D for Danielle, not for just 2 months. I've had D for Danielle on Station Head. I didn't just start it 2 months ago. Somebody's complaining about D for Danielle. That's the name of, is a placeholder for my book. And yes, my other channel. It's something about that. Oh my goodness, guys. There's nothing that I've said tonight that should be antagonizing anyone. I'm not harassing anyone. I'm talking about my case. Nobody showed up. What happened when somebody filed something back in September? Remember that? Kimmy filed. Why are people showing up to mine? I'm talking about all these outside folk. And she's even gotten to the point where she's filed her default. They don't want me to get to that. What's the difference? For some reason, I'm telling you guys, you need to look at that. You need to look. If you have access to Pacer, the documents, you need to go and take a look. Because you're not going to believe it. And I'm not going to put it up. Not now. I haven't even had a chance to respond. It's coming in so quickly. I haven't even had a chance to respond. Diversion. D for diversion. I can talk about that. People want to silence my right to pursue justice. To be heard. To be heard. If if people all over the world, but let's just stay here in the good old US of A, can get on social media 24 hours of the day, it's constant, and hashtag and send out things about the president of the United States, Elon Musk. And if those people that make all kinds of comments and things that you would just not believe, you mean I can't just put up, my titles, my thumbnails? They even put up that my title from last night and showed my thumbnail today. D for distraction. Filed it in court. But you need to go and take a look. It's going to be. You need to go and take a look because you're just not going to believe it. It's midnight. I can't stay up all night on this mic because I got work to do. I got a lot of work to do. And I have to stay focused. I have to do other things. Yeah, I have appointments tomorrow. I have things to do. I don't even have on background music, but you don't need it. Right? Somebody said if they were ever brought before a judge, they were going to be able to persuade them and win. Cups of conversation said, yeah, you need to rewind to catch up. For those who are just coming on now, there were more filings today. And somebody else decided to. Something about a different name today. Mm. And yes, they put up my clock. So if you missed that, I put that up first. Yes, they even filed my clock. My clock. I thought my stuff was boring. It's in black and white. Why would someone want to put up my clock? Yes, the clock. Yes. They filed a separate page with my clock. The post that I put up that had my clock. They're watching my clock. Yes. They filed one of the 10 pages. One was dedicated to my clock and what I set up on my post. That means they're really paying attention. They're paying attention right now. They're watching me every minute, everything I post. Everything. There's nothing wrong with my clock. And there's nothing wrong with what I said. There's nothing wrong with saying follow me on Stationhead at DForDanielle or Unwind with Teddy. And they even used a word, the big C word, conspiracy. Where are these people? I just, giving you that part of an update, but you need to go and look at Pacer. I can tell or ask my followers to follow me over on D for Danielle. Somebody wants to take that name, D for Danielle, but they're not, whoever this person, they're not talking about the pornography. Y'all better leave me alone. Taking my photograph and in the dark of the night, splicing it for deep fake pornography. I use that word because it's for education, criticism, news reporting, teaching, our learning. It's a real word, and it really happened. And it's part of my case. But instead, they want to file another 10 pages and include my clock. Well, it's not my clock. Anybody can, it's not my meme. You can get it on Tenor or, any of these places. But nobody in this sector puts up a slow-moving black and white clock but Unwind with Teddy. Come on, you guys. Because people don't want to do it. It's too boring. So it's unique, but not my clock. My clock got entered into the court document. I'm telling you, it's just the strangest thing. I don't know. I knew you guys wouldn't believe it. Yeah. Maybe 7 more minutes, 12:15, then I gotta go. What is diversion? What is it? Wow. Okay. I know. I'm just like, wow. Wow. I don't know. Just like I put in my, if you look in my description, when the spotlight hits the facts, somebody always pulls a stunt. Something being misdirected? Is it a panic move or is it desperation that's spinning right now? The clock was collateral damage. Mm-hmm. It's something about that subpoena that, suddenly they don't want that. They don't want that to be released, that information. It just, there's John Doe, there's Jane Doe, and somebody else Doe. Is it Jane Doe? You're going to have to go and look. Maybe somebody signed they don't want to be that name. I don't know. Somebody is watching me right now. And they want a protective order. I'm talking about a like what, like a, they want they act like there are no threats over here. Nobody all these anonymous people have nothing to be of. What? There is a tactic. There is something going on, guys. You are just not going to believe. Ultimately, it's to win. Ultimately, they just want to ruin my life. And they don't want me to have my day in court. I thought somebody said sue me. Remember all the couple of years? Everybody was naysaying and the door knockers and talking about me and saying things. Oh, she's just full of it. Nobody's gonna believe you. Blah, 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 blah. And then when I finally do, all these anonymous people, I mean, showing up, trying to litigate, and I'm telling you, but they want to do it anonymously. You're not gonna believe. Mm-mm. Mm. I must really, if we just stop right here, I must be close. I must be close to getting at the truth. They're listening and they're going to take even that word. I must be close to getting the truth, to finding out the truth. Or I don't think people would be showing up. And for the record, how many times have you heard someone say, "Who gon' check me, boo?" It was their mantra. I have it on tape. I have it being said to me in all kinds of expletives. I have them even saying to the police, "Who gon' check me, boo?" Even to the judge, "Who gon' check me, boo?" This is an individual who believes that nobody on earth, they're uncheckable, and they want to make sure of it no matter what it takes. They don't want the truth to come out. However many people are behind this or whatever, want to take it and just make it so just like chaotic, all this stuff for the judge to read and, I like just like muck everything up. But I thought somebody said they weren't served. And now this flurry of people. Suddenly in the last week, when the judge just, the default just, it was quiet. Yes, I have that statement from them talking about the judge, talking about the police, talking about law, legal things, talking about my lawyer, talking about, you know what? I haven't filed my response. So I'm just, you know, analyzing this mess because that's what it appears to. They want to mess and throw stuff out there. A lot of just stuff that's just, it is not true. Just say, just no receipts, just say, just a whole list of things. Just because you put up a clock and that is my station head, but then to try to say things that haven't even happened. But now this person thinks they're justified in litigating, and I don't even know who this person is. They don't want me to discover anything. The biggest thing here is having my voice in a court of law. Let everything come out, but let it come out not being masked. People can't be over there hidden, and I don't know who I'm dealing with. No. I want to have my day in court. And I can tell you, they're trying to block it because this is a supplement now to what was filed by Jane Doe the other day. They are tracking me, watching me, hanging on to everything that I say and do. They're monitoring my movement. And even trying to enter it. Update it feels like a daily, because the other one just came in on Friday. And here we are Monday with something else. Are they just going to do this every day? Just upload stuff that I do, every time I come on? Yeah, this is an individual said they'll never be found. So why the flurry of activity? And yes, they put up Johnny. They put up my little cash app. They put up the man with the cash, saying free money. It's something about, my little meme with the man with the money. They put up my clock and they put up the money. So that means they're looking at, the guy who's smiling and saying it's free money. Yes. Yes. I kid you not. Not Johnny. Yes, Johnny. Mm-hmm. Oh, really? I mean, I did subpoena Block, formerly Cash App. And yes, I educated my audience when they listened to the 1-800. I asked the guy a couple of questions, about how Cash App works and, how you get paid and, how people get access, just questions. He didn't think the questions were bad. He answered all my questions. So it wasn't something false that my listeners heard. Okay. Bring them out, bring them out. You can hashtag D for diversion because it's late. And I've got to get some rest. Got a busy day tomorrow. I got stuff I got to get done. Not just this. No, my morning I've got commitments in the morning. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I take a deep breath, try to get some rest, and God willing, take care of my business. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I really think this individual think they're like, how some people, their rules don't apply to them. No. They can do things to others, but if someone else seeks the truth, they're not going to have that. They're going to silence. They've already taken down all my, videos and then everything. Strike here, strike, 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 strike. They don't want people to hear the truth. So when I get in court, now they don't even want the judge. They want to stop it, block it before she can even, before I can plead my case. Yeah. And that'll do it for me tonight. It's 12:26. I've been on for 47. And that's it. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the grizzlies and the honey bears. Please hit the like on your way out. Join me sometime tomorrow, I guess. Sometime. Maybe. And we will see. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Did I say email me? I didn't. At unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. And thanks to my moderators. Yeah. But now it's time to say good night. Yeah. Good night.
what you've been through lately. I know this ride can be shaky, and we'd be much safer on the ground. So very sure that you felt it, and so very hard to explain it. Up in the air, this love we found. It's a tricky situation, 'cause we don't know what to do. But I feel your every motion as I'm calling out for you. Restless heart, please find your home. Back to the start, where I'm calling out for you. You don't have to carry that weight. My every heart is calling out for you. I can't find the words to say. I have to find another way to show you what's on my mind. Oh, what's on my mind. We can slip out the back door. I just wanna hold you like before. Oh, girl, you're really one of a kind. One of a kind. It's a tricky situation, 'cause we don't know what to do. But I feel your every motion as I'm calling out for you. Restless heart, please find your home. Back to the sun, where I'm calling out for you. You don't have to carry that weight. My every heart is calling out for you. Calling out for you. It's easier said than done. I guess I was a foolish one, but when you believe in love, it's only worth the dreamer. Restless heart, please find your home. Back to the start, I'm calling out for you. You don't have to carry that weight. My every heart is calling out for you. Calling out for you. Calling out for you.